I'm Marta Filipowicz. I'm a coach and advisor working for the companies, including startups, supporting their growth and development. I have broad experience working in Switzerland on executive positions in various business functions. I would like to share with you some of my experiences and tell you about the Swiss business culture. Switzerland is a very diverse, multicultural and multilinguistic country. It lies in the center of Europe, but is not part of the European Union. When doing your business in Switzerland, you need to understand that although it's one quite small country, it is divided into 26 cantons with its distinctive local laws and specificities. When I was in Switzerland, working for one of the big companies, our lawyers were extremely busy in providing us with the interpretations of how to run activities in different parts of the country. Swiss are very well known for their reserved, organized nature, and they live their life in accordance to the set of unwritten social rules. The key Swiss values that I experienced while living there are honesty and reliability. Spoken word is as important as the written one. They are very punctual and they expect good manners and polite behaviors from each other. Family and leisure time is extremely important for them. When I first came to Switzerland from Poland, I actually liked to work quite long hours. Very soon I realized I was the only one in the office. And I also got feedback from my team and from other people that actually they were very surprised that I'm staying so long, and they were saying that I should ask for help if I cannot cope with my work within the regular working hours. What was considered in Poland as pretty okay and actually even good, a proof of hard work, it was actually considered in Switzerland as a sign of bad organization and lack of respect for yourself and for others. In spite of having one of the highest foreign to local resident ratios in the world, Swiss are fairly protective of their culture and of their customs. They are very socially responsible and tend also to care about the environment protection. When doing business in Switzerland, you need to stick to few important rules in order to be regarded as a good partner. First of all, always deliver what you promise. Remember that spoken word is as important as written, so be careful what you write, be careful what you say. Also, don't overpromise. Always check if what you are saying or writing is possible for you to do. Swiss value their time, so efficiency is key for them. They value planning, organization, and procedures. They strive to formulate the problem in a clear, simple manner, and they strive to achieve pragmatic solution. But it's not efficiency above quality. Quality is extremely important for Swiss. They value good quality products. So don't push them too much in making a very fast decision. They will make decision in an agreed time because they want to make sure that it's a good decision. Important Swiss value is honesty. So they do the business in a very transparent way. They share the results of their decision, they explain, and they want also people to take part, to express their voice in making the decision. In terms of running the meetings, first of all, be punctual. That's extremely important element, and I learned it very fast. After a few weeks when I arrived to Switzerland from Poland, I was having few instances when I was late like 2-3 minutes, maybe 5, for a few meetings, because the previous meeting just finished a little bit late and I had to spend some time to travel, of course, from one conference room to another. And I learned fast that it was perceived as rude. I had quite good relations with my team, so they told me that is actually disrespectful. So I adjusted my behavior, and since then I was always a few minutes before the meeting, and that's actually a very good habit if you are in Switzerland. For the meetings, what is also important is that you plan them in advance. You inform your Swiss partners that they are prepared for the date of the meeting and for the meeting. Come also yourself very well prepared in order not to waste time of the audience. Have your agenda, stick to it during the presentation, during the speech. Explain everything clearly and stay to the point. Be precise in what you are saying. That's extremely important. And in terms of the form of the communication, of course, online is extremely popular, especially nowadays in Switzerland too. But what is specific for the Swiss that sometimes, for some matters, they may want to actually see you in person to discuss, for example, some details of the contract that they want to fully understand, or the pricing structure, or any other element that they believe it's better to see each other in person. Swiss are direct and polite. They are straight to the point. They don't like too much of blah blah. But you need to find a balance, because if you are also too direct and too pushy, they will not listen to your arguments. Official communication is quite formal. The same is true for the dress code, but of course it depends to whom you are talking to. It also differs in different parts of Switzerland. In the Swiss-German part, it tends to be a little bit more formal, more reserved, while it's a little bit more relaxed in the Swiss-French or Swiss-Italian part, but not to the extent that like Italians or French are. When you are making a business presentation, focus on details and on the structure. Be clear, speak to the point. It's very good to summarize your points before making the whole pitch. Very good habit as well is summarize the key messages in the local language. When talking to someone in Switzerland, don't come too close. It's usually good to stay at least on an arm's length. And what is extremely important when talking to someone in Switzerland, to the Swiss, always maintain the eye contact. While negotiating, Swiss always look for consensus. They like to achieve win-win approach. But it doesn't mean they are soft and they will give away everything. They actually negotiate quite hard, but I must say they are fair. My experience in negotiating with different partners in Switzerland is that you need to be very patient. It takes time. You need to show all the documentation, you need to be very detailed. You need to give persuasive arguments to convince them to your point. You need to outline every single detail that is important. And remember, don't hide anything. If they will learn, it will backfire on you. So better be transparent as they are. I wish you good negotiations.